Hey guys! So in this video I'm going to show you a quick makeup look in my transformation into a skull. So I finally got my hands on this NYX glitter primer. It's been out of stock for a while and I finally got it, and I can easily say it's one of my favorite. It is my favorite primer so far. It's awesome. Disregard my nails. I didn't feel like doing them. So anyway, I'm putting the primer on, of course. And I also got this Urban Decay electric palette that I've wanted for a while, and it was on sale for like $24, so I got it. Anyway, I'm going in with my MAC eyeshadow in brown script as a base. And then I'm going in with the NYX Art Throb palette, and I'm using the lightest pink shade. They didn't have any names, so I just kind of have to go by color. And I'm just putting that all over the middle of my lid, as you can see. And next I'm going in with the electric palette, and I'm just using the really bright pink shade. And I'm putting that in the inner and outer corners, and of course around my eye. Everywhere except where I put the light pink shade. I had a vision in mind, and it's pretty much what this was. And for some reason I really like pink on my eyelids. I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway, then I'm also going in with this shimmery color from the Art Throb palette. It was like a shimmery silver color, and I'm just adding that on top of the light pink shadow. Because I wanted some shimmer in my life. And that primer is really good. Anyway, next I'm going in with the Master Precise eyeliner pen. And I really can't tell if I like this or not, honestly. I got this mostly for doing like FX stuff and stuff like that, just for like drawing outlines and everything. But I think it's definitely one of those pens you'll have to store upside down, because I had to shake it a lot and just to get the ink to flow. But yeah, anyway, under my eye I just mixed the two pink shades together and put that under, and I'm still using the Master Precise to do a wing look right now. I couldn't find my other eyeliner pens, that's why I used it on my waterline too, which I normally wouldn't use in ink sort of eyeliner pen like that on a waterline, because it could like easily bleed into your eye, and it really hurts. I know this from experience. But yeah, I couldn't find anything else, so I used that. And anyway, I'm just going in with some lashes by Ardell. And of course I had to take some selfies because I got new glasses. Yay. And some selfies without my glasses. And now I'm going in to do my skull look, which was the whole point of me putting on the makeup. And I ended up taking off the bottom half of my foundation. I ended up taking the foundation off the bottom half of my face, because I didn't want it to mix with the white paint. Again, I learned from experience. Actually, I had to clean out my white paint palette because it had brown makeup in it. So anyway, I just used my black and brown makeup from Sooooooo. I mean, not makeup, face paint from Sooooooo. And I got them both from Amazon. And I'm just using a makeup sponge to put the base of the white paint on. These makeup sponges are great, especially for paint and for liquid latex, because you can just throw them away. You know, no mess. And I did have to build up this paint about 3 or 4 times. I had to do like 3 or 4 layers of this paint to get the look I wanted, which is understandable. It is one of the best I've used so far though. And I have a candle in the background, so I feel like a real YouTuber now. Gotta keep the Halloween theme going. So anyway, after I did a few layers with the sponge, I went in with the makeup brush just to put on a thicker layer and just kind of clean up some of the streaks and stuff. Oh, I also use that Master Precise pen, just to do the outline for my nose and the bottom half of my face. Alright, next I went in with the black paint again, and just a small eyeshadow brush, just to do some shadowing and draw the outline for my mouth area. And I'm trying to do both sides at the same time just so they can be like pretty symmetrical. Just how I do my eyes the same way, so I can remember exactly what I did. And sorry, but the mirror's in the way. And this palette has a really great mirror, by the way. Anyway, I'm using that same Master Precise pen to do the outline for my teeth. And then I gave that up and started using the black paint and a very, very fine liner brush. Yeah, the pen wasn't really working well, especially on top of the paint. It definitely wasn't working. But I kept trying to use it anyway, apparently. Disregard that, I'm going to erase that anyway and start all over. But anyway, I shaded the teeth area with a little bit of black and white paint and just blended that out with a small eyeshadow brush. Yeah, but I ended up redoing my teeth anyway. And then I kept using the pen to add small details to my mouth area. And then I went in again with the black paint and the same small eyeshadow brush to add a little bit of dimension and shadow. And then that's when I went in with the white paint to basically erase the teeth and redo them. This is my first time doing a skull look like this, so I didn't really have an idea written down or anything. I was just kind of winging it. I just had like a thought in my head of what I wanted to do, and then it just kind of came together as I was doing it. I was just making it up as I went along, pretty much. And then I wanted to whiten up the teeth a little bit. And then I went in with the same Master Precise pen just to add little details and clean it up a little bit. And then I went in and shaded some more. And added some more black paint. And of course I couldn't just leave it at the paint. That was my goal, was to just do paint, because I've never done like just paint before. I've always had like gems or something like that, or latex, but I don't know, I wanted to do latex, so I added some latex and stuff because I wanted some blood and gore and whatnot. I think eventually I'll do just paint, but right now I wanted to add something extra to it, so I did. And this is my first time using tissue with latex. Usually I use cotton balls, but I thought that they would be too thick, so I wanted to try tissue and latex. And I really liked the way the tissue turned out. It was like thin enough to actually be skin-like, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I was just using the Maron liquid latex, which next time I will definitely use my other liquid latex, because the Maron one had a very strong ammonia smell, and the other one I have has a slight ammonia smell. Even though it's supposed to be fragrance free, but it has a slight ammonia smell. But it's definitely not as bad as this one. This one's making my eyes water. It made it pretty hard to do this part, but I got through it. But yeah, I just grabbed one. I didn't even read the bottle. Next time I'll definitely pick up the one that says no ammonia smell. But anyway, I was just adding tissue and liquid latex and building it up, and as it was drying I was just picking it up a little bit because I wanted to make it look like my skin was peeling away, because that's what popped into my head. And I did that all around my mouth. And I was just building the tissue up until I had like the right amount of quote unquote skin around my mouth that I wanted. I want it to be kind of thick, but not super thick. Not like cotton ball thick, but you know, kind of realistic. And then as it dried more, I was just picking it up all around my mouth, all around my face. Try not to pull too much because I didn't want to just like rip off, but enough that you can tell it was pulling away from my face, that it was like open. And here I'm just using foundation to match it to my skin. I used a darker foundation than the one I'm actually wearing on the top half of my face, just because if I used the same foundation it would have looked lighter because of the color of the latex. I learned that a few videos ago. So I used a darker one so it would match pretty well. And I'm using, am I using a makeup sponge? Yeah, I'm using a makeup sponge to help better get into like all the little dimples and stuff in the latex and tissue. And then I'm going in with a small eyeshadow brush and putting some black eyeshadow underneath the latex and tissue around the mouth area. And then I'm going in with my scab wheel, color wheel. And this is an oil base, and these are oil based paints. And I'm using the black color and the red shade as well for the inner parts of the skin. Because of course if your face was peeling away, there would be some blood and stuff. And I'm just going all around with that. And I really like this oil-based paint. It was really smooth, especially with the latex. It really got in there, like in all the little crevices and stuff of the latex. And like glided on really smoothly. And then next I'm going in with some scab blood. And I'm just putting all this underneath and a little bit on top. Just to add a little something to it. And that's it. I added one crazy contact and cleaned up some of my lines. Added a little bit more dimension. And that's my half skull look I did. And my daughter wanted to help peel the latex off. She was actually obsessed with it. I don't know why. But it was a little harder than she thought to get off. And that's how the blood got on my shirt. I didn't know that until just now. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.